What's up, Breeze podcast listeners? You're listening to the Breeze podcast, where your word of mouth is our oxygen. My name is Victor White, and I'm here with.
My name is John McCollin. What's good, family? What's good?
I think they know our names by now. I'm not sure, but I think.
I mean, sometimes we get those new listeners. You know what I mean? Every now and again. So like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
good to
true.
just refresh them, give them a little sprinkle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
can't lose there, bro. Can't lose.
John, do you remember back in the day when I used to throw you random fact on the intro?
Those are the OG episodes. I remember.
The OG episodes. Now, I was going along with my day today, just as usual. You know how one do here in Sweden when you see it's dark outside and it's only like 5 p.m.
It's dark outside.
And I came up with this random intro that I now forgot. So with that, roll the intro. Breeze, breeze.
Breeze. Yo, what time is it there, bro?
It's 5 p.m.
And it's dark. Did your clock go back as well, or is that just for North
Yeah,
America?
yeah, it does. The EU is having a difficult time on deciding when to ditch, if it's
Daylight
winter
savings
time.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
they're gonna
woke
do
up
it 2021 apparently.
fair. There was some talk about it here. They had like this whole like health study and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. But I woke up this morning and I was like, oh yo, I forgot. I thought it was 8 o'clock. It was
Oh, they
7 o'clock.
switched now.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, interesting. So let's see. Let's see the
November
time.
1st, yeah?
No, we switched last weekend.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, so you're 8 hours behind now. Interesting.
That's crazy.
So, John, tell me about your week.
Maybe it was last night.
Bro, my week, man. My week was work.
Second week at IBM.
Like second week at IBM, more training. So I actually finished my onboarding this week. So we had like two
Nice.
weeks of onboarding. Met
Nice.
my met my manager, super chill,
Mm-hmm.
super chill.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go into next week, which is
Mm-hmm.
just more like training specific to like my career track, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
a data scientist. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be doing a lot of coding, a lot of code training, a lot of like statistical, like just to refresh like what we had learned before.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, like I had a happy hour last week on my team that we went in with, so that was cool.
A
We got to meet
Zoom
some
happy
people.
hour, or was it real
Yeah,
life?
yeah, Zoom happy hour,
Okay.
man. That was my it was my first Zoom happy hour. I never did that ever before,
Yeah,
but
me
it was
neither.
cool. I met with some of my team. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're in the States and they're chilling. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
I was able to like connect with them and learn
Interesting
more about them.
individuals, I assume.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. From all
What's
over
the
too.
diversity within the group that you met?
Diversity in regards to
Skin color, gender.
so it's like 50-50 male, female.
Okay.
Um in terms of the
Ethnicity.
entire cohort,
Yeah.
in terms of like all 60 people, it was like three black people. Shout out
Let's go.
to yeah, we made it, bro.
Yes, John.
Yeah, we made it through. We made it through. Actually, one of the facilitators was actually from U.S. Virgin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was like, "Yo, I'm from Barbados," I had my flag up in the background. It was like, "Yo, I'm from
Yeah.
Barbados," blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And she's like, "Yo, I'm in Aruba right now." I was like, "Yo, shout out to the island people," you know what I mean? And she was like, "Love some Bajans," you know what I mean? So I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, shout out to Barbados," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
John,
yeah,
you're gonna
man,
make me
three,
cry if you utter the word Barbados again.
bro, you and me both, yo. Like,
We need to talk about that on this episode.
sure.
Okay, but that's good. That's really nice that you have.
Yeah, man.
What
What about
about
you, fam?
Asians, Indians,
Um, yeah, I feel
foreign
like
guys?
it's probably the same distribution you would see other places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing too irregular.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Super, yeah. I am. The people are super chill, man. They're super
Nice.
cool. I can't really complain, man.
The
Shout out to
reason,
Victor though. Shout out to Victor because Friday coming on the end of the week, I was like, I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? And I see this mention on Instagram. You feel me? And then I'm like, yo, I'm feeling better. You know, like Stockholm School of Economics out here, like tagging the boy. I'm like, yo, shut up, shut up.
no, so the reason I was asking about diversity is because I got a lot of pushback in regards to only showing male figures on my takeover on the school
Really?
account. Um,
Pushback
so
from who?
female students.
Fair.
S- Without getting into it too deep, I just want to clearly state that I have nothing against females. I have
So,
nothing
can I ask a
against
question? Can I ask a question? So when was this brought to your attention? Like was this
when
like early in the week or like was it like
this
Friday?
was brought to my attention Wednesday when I did the Q&A, and I had
Fair.
one female, and I, if I remember correctly, the rest were male. However, I didn't tell them that I asked more females that kindly declined to be on camera. And because of COVID, my girl squad wasn't at school. So, and I was doing the
Fair.
introduction accounting course, meanwhile shooting that. So I wasn't thinking about those things. I was just making
I got you.
content. So naturally, I what do you say?
Humbly.
Empathetically, I responded with what I just said, minus the fact that I asked other females to be on camera, obviously. And the next day, I think I did a good job at showing the various females,
I was about to say.
the women in SSE who are just amazing.
I was about to say. That's why I answered when it was brought to your attention.
Mm,
Just because being it see it that was Wednesday, then you did make a
mm,
great pivot, you know what I mean, to make
yeah,
sure to up the females and
yeah.
up in there.
And I might have not gone to a party on Friday. I do not want to comment on that in regards to COVID. However, I met one of my classmates who I have not had time to spend a lot of time with, Benita, and she's from Latvia, and she's a baller. She's super interested in machine learning, AI, so
That's
we have a
sick.
lot of conversations about that. Huh? It is Benita. Gabriella. Okay.
Oh
Shit.
wow.
Shit.
Wow.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you're off to a bad start right now.
Okay.
That's crazy, yo.
So,
Shout
um,
out to Benita still.
in regards, we're just gonna cut that, John. We had a little cut there because our legal team stepped in. However, what I was gonna say is that I was there and I was talking to Gabriella, and she's Latvian, and she's interested in machine learning and etc.
Nice.
Really entrepreneurial spirit, and we had such
That's
great
sick.
conversations. She educated me tons about machine learning, which I find super interesting. So it's always good to get a deeper knowledge into areas where I'm not this data scientist such as yourself, John.
It's only on paper, man.
However,
It's only on paper, yo.
yeah, I did the takeover of the Stockholm School of
So
Economics
question.
Instagram. Yeah.
How did the marketing team like it?
I think they loved it. I got an email midway through, like, "Oh, we're so happy about your take." Oh, I don't know. Is that stereotypical of me just because Amina is a woman making that voice? Maybe
No,
it is.
Ant's
I'm
Ant's
questioning
legal, bro.
myself because all of the critique that I
Yeah,
received this
you
week.
got you got
But
Ant's legal, bro.
what they said was that they really enjoyed it, so they're happy, and I think I'm going to meet with them during this week. We'll see what happens. However, it seems to me that they thought that I did a good job, which I'm happy about. um
Yeah, bro. I've definitely never seen a takeover that well produced. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like it was
Thanks, bro.
well executed, bro. It was well done.
It's
Like
hilarious.
no cap.
'Cause my classmate, they're like, this is so cool. You're literally doing this in real time. I was like, I know, like finance, accounting, freaking yo. Can you answer a question?
Yo,
But
that's
I
crazy, yo.
mean, that has to. At first, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this casually, and then competitive Victor steps in and like, okay, well, you need to put effort into it. And then because I have experience within the field of cinematography, I guess, I'm able to produce high quality stuff. And
Yeah.
however, I do fear that I might have gone a bit too hard, so that others might be scared of doing a takeover, which I hope not, because it's not about like that. It's about an easy, simple thing as knowing how to tell a story, and then it doesn't matter what you
Yeah.
shoot with or how you do it, but just basic storytelling. But yeah, successful. We reached 300,000 impressions, 31,000 different accounts,
That's crazy.
2,400x, 2,400 multiple, increased stories interactions by 1,200 and like 25% or something. So I mean, if I was
Humble
a
flex.
SPAC, bro, you would be a billionaire right now if you invested. Shamoth, Shamoth, Shamoth,
Humble
Palyapatia.
flex, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
Um.
speaking of,
Yeah.
all right, go.
No, I was listening to you.
Do you want to run? About to say morning brew, yo. You want to run chopped up?
Let's go.
Yo, so morning brew, yo, got acquired, G.
I skimmed through it. I didn't see the where they said they got acquired and by who. So could you please tell me?
So yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now. You know, who's the guy on Joe Rogan's podcast that like does the what you call it?
Elon Musk, Kanye West.
Nah, bro. The guy that does like he has a guy that goes into Google and looks for stuff. Super
Yeah.
fast guy.
Oh, he's the
What's
one
his
that bought
name?
it.
No. I'm asking like what's that guy's name? Because
Uh,
like that's what I'm doing right now.
oh, yeah, you're that guy, 100%, bro.
That's what I'm doing
I,
right now, yeah.
I, John. So to be honest with you, I had planned to do this glorious, glorious exit on Friday.
What do you mean?
However, and obviously, John, in regards to all the love songs you've written me, etc., I was like, okay, I'm gonna prop up John like properly on the Instagram. However,
Yeah.
uh, guys, if you just joined us, that was a peek to John, since I'm always very emotional towards him, and he's anyhow.
Yo, okay, I found it. Yo, I found it. Yo, I found it.
Okay.
So, Insider Inc., which is the parent company of Business Insider, bought
Mm-hmm.
controlling stake for
Controlling
75.
stake,
Yeah.
75%.
No. They actually didn't say like what it was. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But it was at a valuation of $75 million. Um, what are your thoughts on this, bro?
Good job, boys. Like, seriously, boys. Like, yo, okay, first of all, Morning Brew. It started when? Like 2012, 13, something like that?
Somewhere around there.
Hmm? The freshest hype, like it's the hype beast of newsletters. Like, it's the only
Yeah.
one you need to read, and it's the only one that you read.
So listen to these stats, yo. So they have $20 million in revenue
Mm-hmm.
yearly,
Mm-hmm.
2.5 million readers
Mm-hmm.
daily, every day,
Mm-hmm.
500,000 subscribers, and six
Yeah.
million
For the paid
downloads on their
services.
podcast.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
6 million downloads on their
Mm.
business casual podcast, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what
So
I'm okay? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I I am an avid follower of the podcast. It's amazing. Shout out Kinsey.
Yep.
We collectively love the Morning Brew. They've had Uncle
Morning Brew
W
is
on
like
there.
Morning Brew is the input for a lot of our um what's the name of the segment, yo?
Chopped up.
Chopped up for a lot of our chopped up content
Yeah.
for the OG listeners. That's
Mm-hmm.
for you.
No, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, tying the knot in the bag. I was about to do this grand exit on Friday, and be like, give my recommendations on like my top podcasts. All in podcasts. I wasn't actually gonna
Yeah.
mention our podcast because we want to stay humble.
Yeah, that's pretty bad,
um
yeah.
and also push my discount code, or not discount code, the referral code
Oh
for
yeah, bro.
Morning Brew.
That would have been like next level, yo.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
did that,
yeah.
you
um
definitely would have got that trip to the headquarters for sure.
oh, 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 please, please don't rub salt in my fresh
Yeah.
open wound right across my heart here,
Yeah, I'm
John.
sorry, bro. Sorry.
uh, but
I
that
bet,
didn't
yo.
happen, and I was tired, and I had to study and do various other activities, so I just rounded it up casually.
Fair, yo. Fair. But
But
how do you find balancing? Sorry, I didn't answer this. How do you find balancing the two with the takeover and school and just normal life,
okay,
like last week?
yes.
Because I thought, like, looking at it, it looked like this was done, and you schedule it for like the day. But now that I know it's like real time, it's like, yo,
Okay,
that
okay,
is
okay, okay.
crazy.
Let's end chopped up there. That's a sufficient enough segment, and let's move into behind the scenes
Fair.
explicit content here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I get the request. The was it the it was the week of the exams, the triple
The
triple
three exams.
exams. And yes, and I was like, of course I'll do a takeover. I think
Mm.
to myself, it would be nice not to do it the week after the exam. However, however, like you gotta jump on opportunities. So
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, maybe we could do it next week, or sometime after that. Next week would be perfect. Okay, now we have an exam in the mix. Also have various other things that I had to finish up, not in regards to school as well.
Yeah.
um so then I don't think about it. I start thinking a little bit about it on the weekend. uh, I come up with doing the Q&A with different students.
Mhm.
I also came up with like doing a what's in your pocket thing, um but then I was like, nah, because I was like, it'd be cool to get McKinsey CEO on a what's in your pocket segment.
Yeah. True.
um However, did not decide to go for that, and then was planning on shooting Monday's video on Sunday. I don't know what went down on Sunday, but it just did not happen. So then, luckily, I have my boy Ved, who's amazing. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen him on the vlog.
Hmm.
Uh, Freaking New Delhi represent. Freaking
Shout out to Delhi, yo. Shout out to
yeah.
Shiv, yo.
Yo, shout out to Shiv. Maybe no, shout out to Goa. I mean Goa. Sorry, man. Maybe both. Who knows?
Yo.
Monday comes, and I was like, okay, coherent storyline. First thing I gotta do is introduce myself. I know how to do that. If you ask my girlfriend, she'll just roll her eyes. So, so we shoot it in front of the school. We have lectures, etc. Go down. I'm like that. Yo, let's meet up. We shoot it. We go down. Edit, publish, boom. And then I'm like, Ved, we gotta do a posting schedule. I told him that in the morning when he came and met me. And he was like, what's the schedule? Like, today and tomorrow, because we had the McKinsey and Bain people coming. But he's like, what's next? I was like, I'll just put something in. So I just day two, day in life. Day
Mm.
3, I was like, that'll just be the Q&A. Q&A. Day 4, Thursday. Then I'll just put secret. That'll work itself out. Day 5, Friday. Uh, Goodbye. That's perfect then. Because I figured it's nice to have a schedule so people can see,
Yeah,
you know.
I'll follow along with something.
Yes, exactly. So it's not like not a coherent storyline throughout.
Yeah,
And yeah, and then it started, and I was starting with publishing like, 8 to 12 stories, and then obviously with the Q&A it grew a bit. Um but yeah, and from then on out, I was just like hustling with the IG stories, making sure I was, attending the lectures, doing all that
yeah,
stuff. Thankfully, on the 4 hour accounting introduction lecture, I and it's not bookkeeping, it's the language of accounting. Okay, they push on that really hard, so
fair.
it is not bookkeeping, valuations,
Thanks for
financial
clarifying
reports,
that.
understanding that stuff. And as they simply put it, Warren Buffett says that accounting is the language of business. So shout out to my
Shout out
accounting
to Warren
professor.
Buffett.
Shout out to Warren Buffett. So, what I was going to say is because, and I think I mentioned it on this podcast when I was at the wedding in Florida
Mhm.
last year, or something. I don't remember.
Not
Um,
sure.
yeah, and I bought this book by Mihir A. Desai,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite Harvard professor, How Finance Works. I got to say, it feels so good. I forgot about that too, because I'm an avid finance
Yeah.
guy.
Finance.
Exactly. And I wanted to casually slide it into the story, but some shots you miss, I guess. No, but and that book, yeah, as I believe said that to you, John, and we spoke a bit about it. I don't remember what
Yeah.
episode, but it gives you a good insight. So in this accounting course, I already feel that I have an okay understanding into what we're doing compared to some other people where they assume that you know nothing. So it was a
Right.
good thing to have that as a first lecture where I could multitask. Um,
True. True.
yeah.
That's good, man. Like I'm gonna say this, like I said,
Mm,
production was next level. Like I would have
thanks,
swear that
bro.
you probably did that like 2 weeks ago and like scheduled to publish these stories.
Yeah.
But like kudos to you, man. Kudos to you
Thank you, John.
for stuff.
And I got a lot of positive feedback, so that's also really nice. I think the school should give me like a referral code, like use Victor White when you apply, because there are a lot of people like I want to apply. Where do you apply? Blah blah blah.
That's it. That's it.
So that's good. That's all good and positive, and I'm happy about that. Now the balance, it's a bit more difficult to strike because I'm a workaholic. Uh, I would like to think that with a positive connotation above it and not a negative one. I'm learning as I go through life boundaries,
Mm.
and especially when you have a relationship as well. It's not always easy. Shout out to my girlfriend for being with someone like me. However,
Shout
I
out to
do
Nick.
I do think that I work efficiently. That's something that I've really learned to time manage now and to really work
Mm.
like efficiently. I could improve, definitely. um but I mean, it's difficult for someone that doesn't have my experience. Going in doing a takeover at my level would not probably be feasible. I think I'm the one of the few people in the world that could do it to that quality. um
Yo, on short notice, bro. Like
yeah, on
you could
short
pat yourself on
notice.
the back for that for sure.
Yeah. So thank you, John. Thank you for your positive comments.
Yo, I always have
But
positive comments, bro.
yeah, but so work life balance. And as an example, Bain asked me if I could send a few pictures to them from the
Hmm.
presentation where the Swedish manager was speaking. and
This guy's so
and I
subtle.
pretty much had this discussion with my girlfriend, and then it's
Mm.
like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and we're in bed, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta send the pictures to Bane. So
That's
I
good
get
that's
permission
good
from the
problems to
government.
have, bro. Good problems to have, bro.
I get permission from the government to pick up my computer, send the pictures. Literally a minute later, perfect, thank you, managing director Denmark.
That's sick. That's sick.
and my girlfriend's like, well, that's a bit worrying. But shout out to all the power ladies out there.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, man. Shout out.
Um, yeah.
That's a good look, though. That's
Mm,
a good look, yo. For real.
mm, mm.
For
But
real, for real, man.
all in all, I think I had a positive impact. I think I think that this was really good for the school. I also have a crazy story. I don't remember if I said this on the podcast too, but do you remember, like, I if it was 2 summers ago, or maybe last summer, where, or maybe even before the podcast, before we started podcasting, and I met this guy randomly
Mm,
at the train station, because I'd been partying in Stockholm, and we started talking, and it turns out he and it was during my when I was about to apply the first time to the school. Um, so which I felt I didn't get in. It just so happens, right? And he's going with the early morning train to catch a flight back to Dublin, because he's working for Google
mm,
over there, and he had gone to the Stockholm School of Economics, and super cool dude, straight down my alley, like in terms of everything.
yeah.
And it was completely random, and we talked about the Pixel phone, because he had a Pixel, and I was like, I hadn't tried it in real life, with the camera and the software and all that stuff, since I'm a geek at that stuff. And I was like, yo, if you know anyone at the admissions board, please tell them to let Victor White in. Got denied, so I did not use any backdoors, or it clearly didn't work. uh, However, with my takeover, he messaged me, because he's an alumni, you know. And I
That's sick.
remember, I remember him telling me that he thought, like, working for Google and all that stuff was super sick, but the Dublin lifestyle wasn't too sick, since the weather is not the best.
Mm,
So I was like, whoa, this is so crazy, you know.
that's
Um,
sick,
and,
bro.
and, and do you know what he's doing now?
What?
He's working in London for Facebook or slash Instagram. I think he's working for Instagram, bro, in
That's sick.
London.
That's sick.
So I was like, yo, this is so cool. So
That
it's
is
like,
pretty
and it's
sick,
so
yeah.
cool, because he had no idea who I was. I had no idea who he was. We just randomly bumped
Yeah,
into each other, and I asked him all these questions that I had about the school, which, he was 100% on point. And yeah, so that was so sick, bro.
that's pretty sick, yo.
Yeah. World is a
That's sick.
small place.
Super small, man. And for it to come back around full circle like that is pretty sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That's sick, yo. For real.
Um, John, we said that we would make this a short one.
Yeah, so we out people's.
Yeah, before, well, I don't know. We're just gonna end up crying. So let's not talk about
Yo,
Barbados,
nah,
and
nah, nah, not today, yo.
save that. Save that.
Let's save that for Independence special.
Mm, yeah, that's a good
When is
one.
that? Yeah. Or Independence session, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
We
So
can run that one,
episode
yeah.
115, probably something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Let's save it for that. Because the day
Okay.
that it comes out would be Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run
John,
that.
I have a mission for you for the next podcast.
What's that?
I want you to record a situation which you'll be in during this week leading up to having finished the task before we record the next episode, where
What's the task?
you voice memo.
What do you mean?
You record with your phone an everyday situation.
Okay, fair, fair,
It could
fair.
be going to the store, Definitely not the conversation with your girlfriend if she's unaware of it.
Yeah.
um it could be a conversation with your brothers.
Yeah.
Just apparently that's the new hype within podcasting.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it, yo.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then I'll do it the following week.
All right, sweet. That's easy.
Okay, guys, now I gotta go and
Yo,
empty my
we
bank account
out.
to get a SMB7 microphone just because John got it.
Yeah. We gotta test it out first, see if it works, yo. Then we'll go from
Testing
there.
next week, weekend after that, victory's broke. Peace.
Yeah, peace.